What's up guys and welcome back. It's episode number 12 of the EA FC career mode. Yes, returning today, our second episode of the new season as the rebuild of Luton continues. Obviously 4 new signings in the last episode. Callum O'Hare from Coventry, Reed Vowed on a free, and Connor Roberts and Muric coming in from relegated Burnley. Just before we start the signings today though guys, I want to give a shout out to Path6825 who said, Gabriel Long should be a winger, 82 pace and 69 dribbling. Come on Doc, sort out position changes, and saying that Sam Evans should be a CDM as well. Thanks for the tip, mate. Done that just now. So yeah, guys, if you do see that some of my youth players need position changes, do let me know in the comments. Sometimes I forget. I got the memory of a goldfish, but no, I really appreciate it. And thank you for the suggestion, mate. And also, guys, thank you for the transfer suggestions, man. I've been asking for help, and you guys are delivering. Got some great suggestions coming in still right now. Maida from Celtic, loads of comments asking for Ainsley Maitland-Niles to return to the Premier League. And I do quite like this comment as well. From Roberts5394, he said you should get a proper veteran in the squad. Brighton with Milner, Leicester with Cambiasso, Wolves with Moutinho as well. I quite like that there. You know, we're like a balanced squad of youngsters, but also seniors as well. So who can we pick up from the Premier League that's either approaching or is 30? You know, someone that wouldn't mind coming into our team and playing more of a senior role and a more important role. Oh, no way. Well, this would be a very interesting one. 31 years old now, released, scapegoat, or liability. I have actually seen some comments. I'm at least going to put him on the shortlist and think about it. God, that is such a tough decision, that. I mean, he's 31. We know the guy's not got the pace to play in a high line. That is something that does concern me a little bit. But you know, he's you know, if Southgate sees something in him, why not me? I mean, obviously, I'd rather Max Kilman, but, you know, it's tough, man. I don't know. I'm not too sure about it. I want to see how much we could get Dyson from for Celtic, because he can play up top as well. He's rapid, and he can also play on the wing too with the high work rate. So, yeah, I want to see how much Celtic want for him. He's won it all domestically at Celtic, so why not come down to Luton? So Dion Pereira is gone. We'll take a little bit of money for that, and most importantly, get the salary off the books. You know, I have seen some comments saying, Josh Sargent, Doxy boy, why not play him on the wing, man? Like, seriously, as a striker last year, only the 2 goals after coming in January, though, of course, a famous one away at Anfield, and a game winner, if you remember, as well. I don't know how much he's going to grow now at 75 overall, despite the fact he's 24, but yeah, he can play on the flank, but it will just take him so long for that position change. I do wonder whether it's worth it, or if he'll even ever get there. So it's not a bad suggestion, but I think for now I'd have him as a backup striker for Adebayo. I just don't know whether to keep Adebayo as a starting striker, because he is still growing, or whether to get a new one in. I mean, there's 20 mil in the budget. This is so difficult, man. This is so difficult. I don't know where to look. I don't know what position we really need strengthening the most. It's a really tough one. Speaking of wingers, I know a lot of you have been saying, can you please get Reece Nelson? I don't know if we could sign him permanently, but if Arsenal would allow me to bring him in on loan, I would take him. No, not interested. That's really annoying, man. I wish it was more like Football Manager, where you can sometimes tempt a player to let you have a player on loan if you include a loan to buy clause. Elanga was relegated with Forest. I wouldn't mind that, but only 1 year there at the City Ground. Might want to stay in the Championship. Still considering Taiwo. Waiting for a big club to go for Matthias. And I'm still also considering maybe bringing in Daryl DK from West Brom, who are still in the Championship as well. So we've negotiated $450 for one of our young strikers back from loan. Our young wing-back is also wanted by a Scottish Premier League side, Ross County, who accepted that deal. And also, I like this a lot. Southampton staying in the Championship, but you know they love their young players. Gabriel Long got him out of the academy, but I want to wait. I'm going to try and stall that offer there, because I want to wait until he can convert to the wing, and then we'll loan him out. And that deal is just broken down. Shock horror. Another one bites the dust and fails to leave. Heidenheim, German side, I want to take Gabriel Long as well. I'd rather keep him in England, to be fair, though. And Fred Onyedinma wanted by an Argentine side. I think I'll turn that one down. There we go. Long can now change his position as another transfer breaks down there. So, which one was that? Was that Taylor? I think it was Taylor, wasn't it? So, yeah, we'll quickly change George Gabriel's position to right wing. And, yes, there we go. Overall increase to 69. So, thank you for the suggestions, guys. I know a few of you had said play this guy on the wing. So, Gabriel now a 69 rated winger He could stay in the team, but to be honest here, sporadic game time or regular game time in the Championship, I know which one I would prefer. So yeah, with the Saints, I think I'll still that high 9 offer for now, but for Gabriel on going to St Mary's for a couple of years, he'll beef up in the Championship there and get first team football at St Mary's. That's a perfect fit for all three of us. And Twente want to sign Pelly, Roddick and Panzu. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Only signed an extension in January, and this guy is sublime as a hard-working, industrious midfielder, and you know I love those. So, oh man, we've got 2 days to go until the new season starts. I think personally, with a lot of you guys saying bring in Ainsley Maitland-Niles for that versatility, not getting the game time at Lyon. Can I bring him in on lower wages? I can bring him in for a lower salary, for a lower transfer fee, but what about lower wages? I think if I can pick him up for around, let's say, £2 to £3 million, somewhere in that ballpark, that's not a bad budget buy. Yeah, we can get in front of the market valuation here. Remove that sell-on clause because I can't see him staying here forever. But if we can pick him up for, again, somewhere between 2 to 3 million, 2.4 mil, I'll have that. So it's a really, really cheap budget buy. And again, his versatility is sublime. Right back, midfield, really play this guy anywhere. So Maitland-Niles in, very versatile, utility sort of player. Could play this guy right back, left back, centre half, right through the middle of the park, CDM, probably even slightly further forward, thinking about it as well. Don't know how much better he can get, but at 26 years old, certainly not done growing just yet. To me, I think just keep him on balance though. I think just keep him on balanced right now and keep getting those stats up all across the board very gradually as well. I don't see him as a starter, but off the bench, filling in when required. That's a great shout from you guys, that. Actually, come to think about it, I want that low defensive work rate up to high. Low work rates. I mean, you know, I love the versatility, but that's not my sort of player. You know, I love the hard workers, not the barely working. So, just hired a new defensive coach as we head into the first game of the season with our new look Luton side. Yep, 4 debuts today with Maitland-Niles coming off the bench as we open our Premier League campaign away at Goodison, where hopefully we'll do better than last year when we were battered 4-0 away at Brighton. Let's get off to a better start this season. Come on, Luton. Yep, 2.5 weeks to go until the window slams shut. Still 17 million to work with as well. I'm not panic buying. That's the most important thing, man. We're little Luton Town. We can't afford to do that. You know, panic buy, sign someone for like 12 million, put them on a big 5-year contract, and then get relegated. And we're tied to that deal. That's the worst thing we can do for a club of our stature. It's all about looking for good value for money deals. And right now, I'd say so far, so good. First highlight falling early to the Toffees though. Beto gets around Tom Lockyer and puts it in far corner. Not a great start to the season. Shades of last year. Goal down early. Where you going? Yes, Connor Roberts, well done. And Chong, come on. I think one thing I'm noticing in this year is that like the AI help is a lot less than previous FIFAs. Like normally they'll put a foot in that situation. And the triangle button is definitely broken, man. For those who don't play on PlayStation, the triangle button asks your keeper to come out and close down the ball carrier. But you might have seen there, Muric just stood there. The GK rush out is definitely glitching out for this year, man. So he just stood there, 2-0 down early, worst possible start here. Still, I gotta say, I kind of sort of like it. I like the challenge. Callum, done really well. And Adebayo gets our first of the year to make it 2-1. O'Hare stepping in from the left-hand side, gets an assist on his debut, and Elijah saying, Gaffer, you don't need a new striker. I was your joint top scorer last year. Keep me up top. We'll get more goals this year playing a different system. It's true, you know. I mean, maybe there's a reason why we didn't score that many goals last year. We were playing a 5-1-2-1-1-1, I think. Is that an extra man on the pitch? I'm not too sure. You know, that's the reason why we didn't score many goals. Adebayo was up there isolated like me on a night out. I mean, he's got no one around him, you know? So, he needs teammates. And now he's got 3 in support, including these lads. Barkley and O'Hare just couldn't squeeze it through. I think we're going to score a lot more goals this year. So, second half begins. Glad to get a goal back in this game. But as Chong receives that ball from Roberts, we do need to find that leveller if possible. And we have won ourselves a corner off Ryan Sessegnon, and Barkley is going to take, whips one in, and Chong's header finds the top corner. It took him over 28 games last year to score his first in a Luton shirt. He's got one on the opening day this season. Ballard to Marvellous. And Chong through the gap. Adebayo, big frame on the guy. Should be able to hold off James Starkowski. Can he flick it into Chong? Barkley! What a save! What a save. If he scored the winner at Goodison, that would be poetic. João Virginia prevents the comeback from being completed. But can we score our second successive corner? No. Cleared up by Hendricks. Man on the edge is Marvellous Nakamba. Oh, I've played it way too far back. And Ducore says, cheers for that one, Ross. You're not in blue anymore, did you forget? Still 2-2. Brilliant comeback this from the Hatters, though. We're not just settling for the point. We're going for all three. Careful, careful, Ducore, Dele Alli, oh what a ball, it's Beto, it's free and the comeback might count for nothing. Beto bags his brace, Toffee's restored the lead, sickening blow. Yes, Nakamba, well done, Barkley, Adebayo the dummy runner. Sending through to O'Hare, and as a pass, what? That's got to be a pass back. Are you a ref? Are you having a laugh? How is that not a pass back? Just play on. Oh, how? Is that not a pass back? Surely, I can't believe that. But there'll be a handshake with Sean Dyche, but you best believe before I go down that tunnel, I'm going to say to the fourth official, what is that about? Surely that was a pass back. Whether Virginia was the intended recipient or not, it's got to be a pass back. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. That is ridiculous. That was going to be a very quick interview with Match of the Day, I think, after that. Not happy with that at all, man. Not happy with that at all. So, still waiting for the Gabriel long deal to go through. And right on cue, ask and you shall receive. So, it'll be 2 years for Gabriel at St Mary's. And that'll really beef him up there in the Championship. Still, again, around 17 million to spend. And that was me thinking we need a striker. Well, 2 goals on the opening day. Maybe a new class centre-half instead? Not too sure. Yeah, I think looking at Tom Lockyer, 29 years old, out of contract come the end of the season. We're going to need a long-term successor anyway, and I don't think the cash-in is going to become like a class centre-half in the Premier League within this Luton team. So I do think actually, we were focusing up here, but now we've changed our system. Scoring 2 on the opening day, I don't think goals will be as much of a problem for us this year as it was last year. I've had a change of heart. I think personally, we need like a proper class centre-half to mentor Ballard next to him. We'll see how things are looking after the following game. Next up, first home game of the year at Kenilworth Road. The Bees coming to town, heading into this game. Just 2 changes to our lineup, both in the DM area. And Panzu and Maitland-Niles making his debut in for Reedveld and Nakamba from the last season. This point against Brentford we got in one of our final games. Oh my goodness, almost secured safety, but Jan Viss has now got 2 in 2 against me. What a goal. I've got to say that the AI in this year's game are doing a lot more tricks and skills, and it's really hard to defend against. He's just made mincemeat out of me. What's this here? Connor Roberts has just been sent back to the Championship, as is Tom Lockyer. That is just absolutely ludicrous, man. There's no doubt about it. Ultimate has had a big increase in difficulty for this year. And I have to say, I like it as well. I really like the challenge. As hard as it is, it's very fun. He says through gritted teeth. Oh, that's a nice ball through by De Silva. Pert Harris does well. And what a last-ditch tackle, but it counts for absolutely nothing. Johan Visser gets another 2-0 down, 17 minutes in. I swear, man, we start games off just so poorly. And once we're in that hole, it's so hard to dig yourselves out of it. 2-0 down early. Not for the first time, and it probably won't be for the last this season. Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got to get a class defender, I feel. Yeah, Connor, well in, mate. Well in. And now Chong to Adebayo. And there is Barkley. Who ain't going to let you down. Smacks it in off the post and gets his first of the year to make it 2-1. Well, it's the opposite of what we thought we'd see this season. We're scoring a lot more goals, but our defence is shocking. It's your skipper every day, mate. Every day. Well done. And Connor through to trouble. Play advantage, please, there, ref. Because we're going to have one chance before the break. Adebayo, big strong body, holds it up well. There's Chong down the right. Last chance here at the half. He's got round Tavares and fed it in. Barkley's onside. It's Adebayo for his 2nd and 2. Great save. And turn behind for a corner. We're getting a lot more chances in this system, man. No doubt about it. That was the problem last year, it seems. Tactics weren't aggressive enough. Adebayo, what a save. And that'll do it for the half. Much more chances in this system. Danilo Pereira. Cross. Great save, Muric. And, oh, he just couldn't make the follow-up save as well. Great save initially, but couldn't pull off the double save. 3-1, that might well do it. But Harris, tackled by Maitland-Niles. And Abayo finds Callum on the left. Now, he's got absolutely rapid pace. So if we feed him through the left-hand side there, I fancy him to win that foot race. He doesn't, but he does win us a throw. We'll take that. And does anyone know how you switch the throw-in taker? Because we've got Connor Roberts, and bearing in mind he's a right back or on the left wing. But I want Roberts to take this. I've signed him for his long throwing ability, but I can't use him here. So we'll have to play it short and work our way inside, which, to be fair, has been a better option. Here's Adebayo. Great save by Flecken again. 4 goals scored in 2. Much better, but 6 conceded in those 2. About the same as last year's problems. No doubt about it now. I think we're going to be alright scoring goals this year, changing our shape, but definitely at the back. Tom, we love you, but you're dropping to the bench. We need a class new centre-half. Right, Leeds away in the Carabao Cup next. Chances to get our first win of the season against the still Championship side. Throw out the backup side regardless, but see how we get on. Campbell to Cash in. And Bell to Onyedinma. And that is really well worked out. Amari Bell is onside, but I think he'll need a teammate. He's not really a goal scorer. But he did get it on target, only for Carl Darlow to push it behind for a corner. Yeah, we're going to get a lot more chances playing this way, no doubt about it. It's Josh Sargent! Heads in his first of the year and makes it 1-0. Cox with an assist on his first game of the year and Sargent's first of the season too. Yeah, I mean, he came in midway through the season and again, he only got the 2 goals. A walk-off winner against Brighton in the league, and then of course that goal at Anfield, which let's be honest, probably shouldn't have gone in. It was a fumble from Adrian. But I said before, you know, when a player comes in midway through the season, we're playing some good football out there tonight. When a player comes in midway through the season, it can be hard to adapt to a new environment, new team, new teammates. Oh, I just couldn't squeeze it through, you know, in such a short space of time. So go on, Cox, have a dig, mate. Easy save. So yeah, he needs a full year, I think, the American. Some very good football out there tonight, I must say. Easy on the eye, very attractive. Yes, our goal came from a set piece, but even so, kept hold of the ball really well and stayed disciplined defensively when required to. Much better, much better. Slow tempo, pass the ball around, and then look to find that opening when it arises. Colton, can you get there? You can! And it's headed off the line by Pascal Struick and cleared by Ethan and Padu. Should be home and dry tonight. Hey, there we go. First win of the season comes in the cup, but we will take it. Clean sheet as well. Much more disciplined defensively out there as well. I've got to stop dragging defenders out of position. That's my main problem. And in the next round of the Carabao Cup, we will be taking on, let's simulate one day in the calendar, and we shall see. It's going to be Liverpool. Brilliant. The team knocks out of the FA Cup in the last 16 last season. Fantastic. Yeah, I can't see us getting through that one there. So deadline day is here, 17 million in the budget, and I really do feel as though a class new centre-half is what's required, and I do think as though Max Kilman is the ideal fit for us as well. Still at Wolves, no one's put a bid in, no one's coming calling, 27 years old, so he's got the experience, but he's also in the prime of his career as well. It's such a shame that FIFA won't let him change his nationality to Ukrainian, but even so, Max Kilman to me is just, I'd say, the ideal fit. Still in the Championship. He's good enough for the top tier. Let's bring him back. What I like is that he's also left-footed as well, so handy when passing out from the back. I think with Gary O'Neill, again, with them being in the Championship right now, they shouldn't really hold him to ransom. I wouldn't have thought, and, well, I was wrong. Really, guys? Really? I mean, he's too good for the second tier, man. Like, far too good. I'll give you the valuation. And, okay, there we go. Well, that's what they wanted after all. Why don't you just say that, Gary? Valuation deal, 12.5 mil. That's a good deal for both parties, I'd say. New club record signing for Luton Town, 12.5 mil, but I'd personally say worth every single penny. Class centre-half, really composed and good on the ball as well. And to be fair, he's not getting paid much more than our highest earner too. So good to see that. We're not blowing up the wage bill either. So yeah, Kilman is in, and you know, I feel to me, even at 27, he's still going to get better. Left-footed, comfortable on the ball, really important for our team as well. And at 6'4", has some height to aim for on set pieces too. Definitely want to get that acceleration up. That's my only concern with the guy, really, when we are operating with a high line. Other than that, though, step up on Lockyer and a great partner for Ballard. I really want to get Rory out on loan, but no bids have come in yet, which is frustrating. Yes, 8 hours to go. Oh, there we go, right there. Oh, I like that a lot, to be fair. It's another deal for our striker falls through. PSV, I know, because they took Jared Brandthwaite on loan from Everton, didn't they? So I like that a lot. Wanted to take another young British centre-half on loan there. So we'll take off the option to buy, but 2-year loan deal in the Netherlands. That'll really strengthen him up there, I feel. And Cadiz want to take him as well, but I'd rather him go to play at PSV, because he'll probably get some European games as well. So yeah, I'd like that a lot. So we'll agree to the 60-40 split, which is always the same. And there we go, Rory McKenzie off to the Netherlands for a couple of years. I like that loan deal. So just a few pennies to work with on deadline day. Might just leave it. However, I wouldn't mind bringing back Cody Drammer. He helped Luton get promoted, but in the end stayed in the Championship last year, went on loan to Birmingham. If we can get him for around market valuation, I will take that. We've got a fullback here who I've been trying to sell but can't. If Leeds want to take him, gamble there on that young player, and we can get him for around 3 million. Would that give us enough for the contract? I'm not too sure we got enough, to be fair. I'd really like to bring him back to Kenilworth Road, but I'm not too sure we can afford him. But to be fair, they do want the wing back. They just want a big sell-on clause as well. It's got to be, I'd say, max 2.75 million, though, Leeds. Can't really afford to give you any more money than that. It's a massive sell-on clause, but if it gets him in as our new backup right for Connor, I'll take that. Ooh, I don't think we'll have enough. I don't think we'll have enough. Gutting, absolutely gutting. You'd have to agree to a wage cut, unless we forego a sign-on bonus for the guy. And it's still a wage cut, isn't it, down to 20 grand a week. Just don't think we've got enough to bring him in on deadline. That is gutting. That is gutting. Close, but no cigar. 19,750 and a 10 grand sign-on bonus. No, he's sticking to 22 grand a week. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Absolutely gutting, man. It'd be a perfect fit for us. This is where I wish you could ask the board. So in Football Manager, when you're trying to sign a player, if he's just slightly over your budget, you can then ask the board to intervene and say, guys, cover us up a few extra pennies and we'll bring in a class player. Unfortunately in EA career mode, not possible. So it wasn't to be, but that's okay. In the end, probably the right decision not to spend every penny on him anyway, because, I mean, we still need to keep a little bit here, knowing that we'll still want to give some new contracts out midway through the season to players on expiring deals like Barkley and possibly the captain and Campbell as well. So yeah, probably the right move not to blow up all our budget on him anyway, as he would be a backup to Connor Roberts. So that'll do it then. Top deals were Masraoui to the Gunners for 55.4 mil. He also sold Thomas to Leverkusen as Martinez, the young right back, joins Manchester United, and that will do it. Deadline day ends, and I've got to say I'm pleased with the business we've done in this window. You know, I'm liking how this team is looking. First team quality, we've added to it a little bit more with Callum O'Hare, Hero Riedewald, and obviously Kilman on deadline day for the club record signing too. Connor Roberts coming in alongside Muric, his ex-Burnley boys, and Maitland-Niles the versatility as well. I'm liking it. I'm liking how the squad is looking. We're still one of the weakest in the division, but I think it's a pretty decent side right now. And realistically, probably the best we could have done. Guys, that'll do it for today's episode. So big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode of the EA FC Career Mode very soon.